What's BMW fighting for? As BMW presses Germany to oppose the European Union's proposed tariffs on Chinese-made electric vehicles, there's a lot on the line. But why would BMW want to protect Chinese EVs? Simple, it's not just about cars, it's about market survival. BMW CEO Oliver Zipse made it clear, additional tariffs harm globally active companies, he warned, hinting at a ripple effect that could damage not just BMW but the entire German auto industry. These tariffs, which could go up to 45%, threaten to start a war between two economic giants, Europe and China. And it's not just BMW pushing back. Other German carmakers fear retaliation from China, which as you know is the biggest market. Yet, Germany is caught in a diplomatic bind. While it doesn't want to risk this massive market, it also faces mounting pressure from the EU to defend local carmakers against China's cheaper alternatives. Despite BMW's plea, Germany is reportedly planning to abstain from the vote, hoping for a peaceful resolution between the EU and China. Does this mean a compromise? BMW faces another challenge too, softening Chinese sales and a huge repair cost. Meanwhile, the Europe recently reduced proposed tariffs on Tesla and other automakers imported from China, making BMW's battle even more critical. Some of Germany's other big names in the automotive industry, Mercedes-Benz and Volkswagen, are urging the German government to vote against the tariffs, fearing the potential fallout. These automakers are worried that new tariffs could trigger a tit-for-tat trade war, and the consequences could be disastrous. Mercedes-Benz CEO Ola Källenius agrees with Oliver Zipse, emphasizing that tariffs won't solve the real problem. Europe's automotive industry needs to be more competitive on its own. Instead of bracing walls, he suggests that Europe should be working on a negotiated solution with China, one that avoids escalating tensions. Even IG Metall, Germany's largest and most powerful labor union, has come out against the tariffs, joining automakers in warning that this is the wrong approach. Yet, Germany's government has been walking in the fine line. Their plan to abstain could make it harder to block the measure, as Europe needs a qualified majority, 15 member states representing 65% of the population, to prevent the tariffs from going into effect. Abstaining may keep diplomatic options open, but it doesn't offer a clear signal for where Germany stands. In the background, Germany is hoping for ongoing talks between the Europe and China to come to a peaceful resolution, perhaps a middle ground. This could include a minimum price agreement on Chinese EVs. The idea is to avoid Chinese automakers undercutting European competitors without resorting to heavy-handed tariffs. If China retaliates, say with tariffs on German exports, car makers could face huge losses in their most important foreign market. Will Germany's abstention be enough to avoid a trade conflict? Could this indecision backfire? The coming days could shape the future of the European auto industry and its relationship with the world's largest EV market. A clear divide is emerging within the European Union. France, Italy, and Poland are among the 10 member states that backed these tariffs, while 5 others, including Germany and Hungary, voted against them. Another 12 nations like Spain and Sweden chose to sit on the fence, abstaining from the vote. Despite the lack of overwhelming support, the opposition wasn't strong enough to block these tariffs. China, on the other hand, is warning of a possible trade war, calling these tariffs protectionist and a direct threat to international trade relations. The fallout is already evident. Not only do these tariffs apply to Chinese automakers, but foreign car makers with production in China will also feel the squeeze, facing a 7.8% tariffs on vehicle imported from Chinese factories. For the European Commission, the goal is clear: protect the automotive industry, which provides jobs to around 14 million people across Europe. Unlike the Chinese competitors, these companies don't benefit from extensive state subsidies. Without the tariffs, they are at a distinct disadvantage. The debate, however, has driven a wedge between two of Europe's biggest players, France and Germany. France, a fierce advocate of tariffs, believes it is necessary to give Europe carmakers a chance to fight against the heavily subsidized Chinese rivals. Germany, on the other hand, sees this move as a self-destructive. Volkswagen, in fact, has already condemned the tariffs as a wrong approach. Germany's financial minister, Christian Lindner, issued a clear warning. The Europe Commission of Ursula von der Leyen should not trigger a trade war despite the vote in favor of the Chinese EV tariffs. His message posted on X shows Berlin's stance that diplomacy should come first, urging for a negotiated solution rather than escalating tensions. And it's not just Germany feeling uneasy. Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez, who initially backed the tariffs, has now had a change of heart. Sanchez called on Brussels to reconsider the decision, signaling growing concerns across Europe about the potential fallout. With such powerful voices now questioning the tariffs, it's clear that fear of retaliation from China is spreading through the bloc. Will the Europe find a middle ground, or is it already too late to avoid a showdown with one of its biggest trading partners? What do you think? Let us know in the comment section below. See you in the next one.